I took 90 days to find balance in my life, and I captured these moments so hopefully you could be inspired to soul blaze your life. Joe Vitale is a powerful spiritual teacher and a very funny and dynamic guy who's been helping people achieve incredible success by understanding how the unconscious mind works. He is best known for his appearance in the movie The Secret, or maybe you've read any of the slew of books he's written, including The Attractor Factor and The 7 Lost Secrets of Success. Joe and I are friends and have shared the stage at personal development events. We were both going through difficult emotional experiences when we recently sat down to speak. But funny enough, in this surprisingly honest conversation, I ended up doing for Joe what he does for other people, helping him reframe his thinking to make way for releasing, forgiving, and moving on to new breakthroughs.
Lisa called me because we were having a similar journey, both going through some life experiences that were pulling our guts out and making us relook at our lives, transformation, what's possible, what do we have to surrender, what do we have to do, and more. Because she's a friend, I gladly agreed to get together, and here we are to talk about life and more.
You know, someone like you who was one of the stars of The Secret, you set intentions, you do your affirmations, you do everything right.
Right.
Right? And you know what to do and you do it.
Right.
But life happens and there's karma and then there's the unknown and there's the days maybe that you slack off. What happened when your life got turned upside down?
Do you really want to hear this? You're so upbeat. You start with this positive, energetic enthusiasm. You introduce me as the law of attraction guy. We're talking about intentions, and it's like, hey, Joe, tell us about hell.
Should we ask for a box of Kleenex before you start that?
I might need to, I gave up drinking 2 years ago, but I might ask for a bottle of scotch.
Okay.
It's like in a big glass. We're talking about my father's death. We're talking about my youngest brother attempting suicide. We're talking about my best friend dying. We're talking about a divorce that should have been over so easily. No kids, me not resisting, fighting, doing anything, but saying you can have virtually anything you want, dear. It's just that this is over.
As you know, your thoughts create your reality. Mm-hmm. And what I'm hearing from you is a lot of kind of victim stuff. Oh, it's not easy. She did this. Right. It's
Right.
Do you sit home and start reversing those and just saying, this is so easy and effortless. I love my ex-wife. Mm-hmm. This is going to be such an easy process to go through. And this is fun. Look at all the insights I'm gaining from this. I mean, just writing a list.
It sounds so nice.
Well,
No. No,
okay.
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
It seems so far removed from my reality.
Yes.
And I'm also aware that there's a certain aspect of people or the population that looks to me for inspiration.
Yes.
And so a large part of my past experience has been hiding it. I have done everything I can think of to release it. All the forgiveness work, and I think all the healing takes place when we really forgive ourselves. We have all kinds of breakthroughs there. But I don't know the magic secret to actually forgive.
You don't have to know it because it just happens once you do the work. So I would write down, my wife feels alone. I forgive myself for judging myself as that she is not capable of being alone. My wife is so strong and powerful alone, and she loves every minute of it. And just saying that and letting it get into your body. But if you do it from your heart and you do it from a sense of, I'm okay, and she's doing it from a sense that she's okay. But if she's not capable of doing it herself, you start doing it. Or if she sits hate mail, just, I love you, I'll always love you, I'm so sorry you feel that way. Mm-hmm.
And in some ways, what you have to do is actually feel the pain. Mm-hmm. A lot of what people do with grief is dismiss it. Mm-hmm. And one of the things I've learned is that grief is not only real, it hurts worse than most of the other emotions. Mm-hmm. I was not allowing myself 100% ruthless honesty about happiness.
But that is the hardest thing in the world to do, to feel like you deserve it.
Right.
And that it's necessary, and you feel selfish and guilty for doing it,
Thank
especially
you.
if you're married.
I got chills. Home run.
Yes, it's a religious paradigm.
It is.
Especially you're Italian.
Right.
I'm Middle Eastern. divorce is like, oh my God.
Right,
So
right,
we
right.
both had a hard time going there. But once you do, it's like, I can't tell her that. So I have to sneak because
There you go.
my
Oh,
heart's
thank
not
you. That
there.
actually helps me.
Yeah.
That actually helps me. I got a bit of a release just kind of hearing you state that. I would like to go to my phone after this interview and have a note from either her or from my attorneys saying, we don't know what happened, but it's all over. She signed a divorce. Here's what she wants. And it's actually simple and doable. And I go, wow. Done.
Okay, so let's create that right now.
No,
Okay.
I'm ready. You got an eager beager.
Okay, do you want me to write for you or do you want to write?
What am I going to do?
No, so
What
you
am I
just
writing?
said, I would love this to happen. I'd love to pick up my phone.
You want me to write that
So
down?
write down what you'd love to happen. You'd love to pick up your phone, have a text or voicemail from your attorney saying, it's done, she signed.
So I wrote down, I would love to pick up the phone and see a text or email from my attorney saying it's over. She quit. She simply wants basic, doable settlement.
Okay, beautiful. So let's refine that. So
Yep, tell me.
I forgive myself for judging myself, for hurting her, for putting her in this situation. So the new declaration would be, my wife and I are in a great spot. A miracle happened. We're both happy. We feel safe. And we're at peace.
I love that. I breathed into that.
Yes. So when someone says, how's your divorce going? What do you say?
I'm in a great... I'm in a pickle. That's right. Well, according to this, Lisa. The new declaration, my wife and I are in a great spot. We are both happy. We are at peace.
Yes. We feel safe. We're at peace.
We feel safe.
And the divorce is final. Anytime your thought goes, God, I hate her, or I'm going to just, you repeat that, you repeat that, you repeat that. And somehow, once it gets true, it's really in your body and in your cells, not just an affirmation, because we all know affirmations don't work if you just say, oh, I forgive myself, but it's not attached to the root of something. This is clear. It's very solid. It's not just ambiguous. Oh, I want to be happy. I want her to get over it. What do you want her to get over? What is she getting over? She's safe. She's happy. She met someone. And just really believe it because it's true. If you're thinking it's true and it's in your body, it's just as true as anything else is. So
I love it.
That's your new truth.
Okay.
And it will shift. And then I want you to call me and go, oh my God, you won't believe what happened.
That's exactly right.
But you have to memorize it.
I
It
got
has
it.
to be just part of who you are. And she's great.
I shall do so.
Yes.
Yes. It feels good. It does feel good. It does feel different. And it also helps to focus on that, not on that.
Why not find what you found? Why not find that passion with someone who wants to go down the same road you do? Why have a fork in the road and both have to keep compromising and not enjoying? That takes the spice out of life. You have one life. We don't want to just survive. We want to thrive. We want to enjoy the moments. And if she gets it, and she will get it, once you set her free, she'll meet somebody and she'll be just fine. So let's put that out there. She is with the love of her life, and she thanks
fine.
me for leaving her because she didn't know she could be this happy.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
So I think putting all of this together is something that I will deliver to the world.
And you already are. You've touched so many lives.
Oh,
I've been following you. I think you're amazing.
Wow.
You have such a beautiful spirit, a beautiful heart. Regardless of what you're going through, you still show up for others. You truly care. And all you wanted to do is honor yourself and be true to who you are. And in this paradigm or Christian paradigm or whatever, we're not allowed to do that or we're shamed. So you took a road that's probably not authentically you because you want to protect someone else's heart. And you just have to untangle that and say, okay, I made a mistake with that, but that was the only way you knew at that time.
Exactly right.
So when you step into that, you say, okay, I'm guilty for trying to protect someone's heart, but she knew and I knew it wasn't working. And so
let it go.
Let it go.
Right.
Everybody let it go. We're just characters here playing a game. We're all in our own movie. I have some clients that like, that happened to me. Here's my mantle. I was rejected and it's like, just put that down.
Right.
Why do you want to carry that with you forever? Get over it. Put that down.
Yeah.
Who are you today? Let's create.
New story.
Yeah.
New play.
But it's so
new
hard
script.
if you're not doing this work.
Yeah.
It is so hard because our minds are tricky. Our computers and our brain is just
Well, this is what I think one of the
programmed.
secrets is having support.
Yes.
It may be coaching, it may be therapy, it may
Yes.
be a healer, but I think
And a
especially
combination even.
and probably I've had a combination. In my case, it wasn't just one of any of those, because when you really go into this molasses, you can't really, it's like being stuck in a mental quicksand. You can't pull yourself out of it sometimes. I'm not saying it's impossible. I know
but it
books
is.
help people.
No, but it is hard sometimes. You do need
It is difficult.
community, yes.
And if you have somebody that's just throwing you a line, throwing you a hand, throwing you a rope, throwing you something, and you can pull on it, and somebody who believes in you and somebody can pull you out of that, you can keep going. You can get your clarity back at that point. But doing it on your own, you can do it, but it's more difficult, especially if you're in the dark.
Absolutely.
And you can't find the light switch.
Yes, yes.
And you're like, is somebody else around here know where it is? Click it on for a second.
Yeah.
Just click it on for a second. That's all I need.
I just need to know it's there, you know.
That's it.
My conversation with Joe touched on a number of key insights that we should all keep in mind, especially when we're going through tough times. We need to give ourselves permission to grieve. That's an essential step in releasing pain. One way to begin the process of healing is to write a list of positive statements on what you want to create in your life and how you want to feel. Say them repeatedly throughout the day. The goal is to really believe in these affirmations and feel them on a cellular level in order for them to work. Practice the art of radical self-forgiveness because forgiveness is fundamental. Without forgiveness, we get stuck and can't heal. Write down, I forgive myself for judging myself as, then fill in the blank. Do this exercise for each situation you find yourself judging yourself. When we've done the work of radical self-forgiveness, we can create new stories and experiences in our lives. Joe was brave and is digging into the hard work. It's amazing how challenging forgiveness is, but remember, you're doing it for yourself to set yourself free emotionally and mentally.